Hey, it's Pete Kelly, and you got a friend who's bad with money who needs $300. What do you do? We got this message in. It says, I have a good friend who's horrible with money and always spending it on things he can't afford. He told me last night he can't make his car payment and needs to borrow $300 to cover it. I know if I give it to him, I'll never get it back, but if he loses his car, he won't be able to get to his job and pick up his daughter. What should I do? That's tough because it's not just him, but his daughter's involved with it as well. And you never want to turn down a friend. Now, if it was like $10, that's one thing, but $300 is a lot of money, especially when you don't think you're ever going to get that money back. So, do you help out your friend who needs your help right now? His back's against the wall. He's worried about losing his job. Or do you say no and make him learn the hard way? What do you think?
If it were my friend and I had the money, I would probably give it to them, probably lecture them about spending money that they don't have, especially now, the way things are now, you know?
And $300 is not just like, $20 or $50, which is not a small amount. But I mean, even with that amount, if I can help out my buddy and it's only going to be $50 for him to have that peace of mind, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But when it comes $300,
I probably would, because I would feel guilty because the child couldn't go to school. You know what I mean?
yeah, if it was just affecting him, that's one thing. But the fact it would affect his daughter makes it so much more difficult. So, Scott in Hudson Falls, what do you think?
They're not going to refill your car for one payment.
That's what I was thinking too. But some people are saying up on Facebook that there are some lenders that if you miss one payment, they can repossess your car.
Really? No, I would give them half the money and then tell them to call his creditors, see what they can do.
Joanna in Rotterdam, what do you think?
It's called tough love, and if you know that you're never going to see it, either be a fool and give him the money, or you can make him work for that $300 so that it's not just like you're giving it to him. So if you got, some driveways that need to get plowed or some shoveling that needs to get done, hire him to do it.
Kim in Stillwater, what do you think he should do?
Go drive for Uber, because you can get paid every single day for driving Uber and pay his own bill. If he only did it for a week, he could make $150. So if he drove for 2 days, he'd have his payment, unless he had a lease.
But I'm assuming he has one job. He works 40 hours a week. If he had multiple jobs, I would think he'd be able to afford everything without any worries. So assuming he works 40 hours a week, he has to take care of his daughter, he should be able to find the time over a day or a few days.
Absolutely.
So what do you think? Comment below and let us know what you're thinking about this. Take a look at some of the Facebook comments here. Heather has, a big heart. She says, be a good friend and give him the $300 so he can keep his job and see his children. That was one of the only few nice ones up there. Darlene says, see if he has an Xbox and other valuables, put him in a box, and then drive him to the local pawn shop to get his $300. That way, if he wants his stuff back, he has to pay that back to get them. And then also, you're not involved with it. It's between him and the pawn shop. And finally, Miles says, I feel like I know this dude's name even. Had this exact situation years ago. Loaned him money. Now we don't speak for several reasons, and I never got my money back. I was a single mom at the time, and I specifically told him when I needed the money by, and now it's been about 8 years. Don't do it. You won't get it back. He'll spend it on something else. He needs to learn to figure this out himself. So what do you think? Let us know by commenting below or check it out on Facebook. A lot of other responses. We only got to a few of them there tonight. So if you thought this is interesting or if you have a question yourself, subscribe. Connect with us right now through 100onthecat.com. A ton of different ways you can connect. You can also listen and check out some more videos on the side there. You can follow me at On Air Pete across socials and click here to subscribe for more videos from the Cat.